Alrighty, I went to the gym. Batter is made. We're about 6 minutes away from the school. Man, this traffic is killing me. It took me an hour to get through just Brooklyn, which is insane. And so there's supposed to be a full kitchen there. It's a culinary class. We're gonna be teaching some students about omelet and doing our signature pancake. The omelet is fun because, like, if you ever go to like these kitchens, like stages and stuff like that, you know, when you like test out of the kitchen or whatever, sometimes they make you do an omelet because it's all about temperature control. You know what I mean? And you need temperature control when you're cooking. And so you can't have it too hot, too cold. So it's really about like finesse. You know what I mean? That's really what you get when it comes to an omelet. So I'm gonna teach the kids about that. We're gonna do some pancakes, which should be some fun stuff. But I am running late, so let's see. Good morning. It's Wednesday, right? It's like in the middle of the week, right? It's a good starting point. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Chef Sakari. A little bit about me. I'm super excited to be here, first off. I'm from Long Island, New York. I've been cooking for the past, I don't even know, like half my life, so like 15 years or something like that. I started off at McDonald's. I thought that was gonna be my career path. But I actually took a class like this in my high school in Long Island, and I was like, oh, I could actually do that. And so then I went on to do like television and Hell's Kitchen, did Food Network's Chopped, and I lived out in Europe for a bit and worked in some really good restaurants, like #1 restaurant in the world and stuff like that. And now we have our cookbook coming out, which I'm super excited about. But what I'm even more excited about is this series called Genration. So we've been traveling around, cooking in different schools, educating, and just like having fun, right? Because I think cooking should be fun, right? A lot of times it's just food, you know? And so that's kind of how I found my path to cooking, and I think it's important, you know? And so I wanted to come here and have some fun and cook with you guys. First thing that we're gonna be starting with is a little omelet demonstration. Has anyone ever made an omelet, by a show of hands? Okay, can someone describe to me, how do you make your omelet? My man, how about you? Wow, you're getting fancy. Wow, okay. Omelets was one of the first things I ever made as a kid, right? It was the only thing that my parents would actually allow me to do, right? Any other stuff, my mom was like, no, get out the kitchen, like you're gonna cut yourself. So like breakfast time was like my time to kind of shine a little bit. In restaurants, right, if you decide to be a chef or you're gonna go cook different places, one of the things that they'll ask you to do is make an omelet. Does anyone know why? Why am I going to this fancy restaurant and I have to make an omelet? Does anyone know why? Anyone? It's about heat control, okay? So when you're making a classically French omelet, which we're gonna show you today, it's all about that perfect temperature, okay? The moment you use a very, very hot pan, the texture of the eggs change immensely, okay? And so you go from this nice, velvety, creamy egg to something that's kind of like at IHOP, if you will, okay? So eggs, right? Also too, what I like to look with my eggs, if you know you have a fresh egg, you'll see that yolk there, kind of nice and plump, okay? When you crack an egg, if you see it kind of just dissipate, you know that's like an older chicken and it wasn't really fresh. So that's what you're looking for right there, is a nice plump egg yolk. Here, I feel like fork, right? Everyone has a fork. Some people don't have a whisk. I like fork because it's not gonna add too much air to your eggs, okay? And I'm just gonna whip. Whenever I'm whipping, I'm just using a circular motion like that. Just like this, okay? Very, very simple, very, very easy. I'll add a little bit of salt when it's in the pan, okay? So I'm just gonna whip it just to kind of get all together. That's what you're looking for. Start to move around your eggs. What you're looking to do is help set the egg, okay? So right now it's still cooking inside the pan, even though it's off the heat, okay? And that's something that you really wanna learn to do, is to use the residual heat cooking on and off the flame, okay? So you'll see it still is a little bit runny. And so what I'm doing is I'm just kind of moving it around like so, right? Now next, what I'll do is I'll add a little bit of salt, just right in there, just all around, right? So it's evenly dispersed. Now you see kind of the egg is starting to set. And what I'll do is I'll slowly start to move it just a little bit. And now what you're looking for is no color, okay, inside your egg. If you see omelets with that brown color, it's because the pan was too hot, okay? But if you're making a French omelet, what you're looking for is that no color look, totally yellow, oblique, okay? Taking it away and put it inside the plate, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of go around from the edges here. And then when I'm adding it, I'm gonna use the pan along with me to help with that, okay? I'm using the pan to help set that down, take away any crumbs or anything like that. No color is what you're looking for. You start to see that we got a little bit of color, okay? So what you're looking for is no color at all. And then we'll take a piece of butter, okay? And shine that thing up like so to give it that gloss that you're looking for. And then this part right here, you could add a little bit of fresh ground black pepper. You can kind of just put it right on top there. And that's really it. That's it. Simple French classic omelet. Okay? Boom. Does anyone want to give a taste? He's like, I'll take some. And we also have pancakes for everyone. Does anyone like pancakes? Yeah. Oh, pancakes is a fan favorite. Okay, great. So I'm gonna take, this is a little pancake dispenser right here with our batter, okay? You can get one at your home or you could just kind of do it however you want, right? That's the fun part, right? So we're just gonna add our batter right in there. Your pan should almost talk to you. When you hear that sizzle, it's like talking to you. You're like, okay, we're working, we're cooking. Like that's what you're looking for. Zest, like we talked about, it's gonna go right on top. What's your name? Antonio?
Yeah. My name is Jaden.
I'm pounding. We do fist bumps in the kitchen, right? No cross-contamination with handshakes, right? Fist bumps.
I do know when,
So, like I said, we're gonna peak, right? So you're gonna kind of get low with it a little bit, right? You're looking for that nice color, right? Instead of fitting like 4 right here, it will start to touch. I kind of gave it a little bit of breathing room. But you're good to go at it and flip. What was really cool about taking this class when I took it in high school was when I went to college and I decided like, oh, I'm gonna go to culinary school. The first year of culinary school was a lot of the stuff that you're learning right now. So I felt like a super genius. I was like, knife cuts, I did that last year, like we're lit. So a lot of things that you learn if you decide to want to do this actually will help you in the long run.
I watched a YouTube video on how to do it.
Oh yeah, back when I was in high school, we didn't even have like YouTube like that. I think YouTube was like music videos when I was not to show my age, but like it was like music videos. All right, that went good. Now we're about to go get some good eats. The students were like kind of engaged. Like it was a good time. It was a good time. It went well overall. I think it's always fun to like try to inspire. One word can change the course of someone's life, and so that was a lot of fun. Some people wanted to pre-order books. Like it was a good time. So now we're about to get some grub at like LMB, something like that. About to get some grub, and it should be fun. So let's go.